I know you've told this story a lot, but I think it bears repeating. Tell us about the scratch and how that happened.
I just want to, before I tell my story, just to thank Grandmaster Flash for creating a blueprint. You know, the quick mix, doing the clock theory and extending the breaks, and just making the turntable a musical instrument. Because without him, everything else comes after it. Me, just like, I've learned when I was like 11 years old that God gave me this gift as a DJ. I realized it because I was in my mother's house where she had it looks like a coffin. The TV was in the front. You lift it up. You lift the cover up. You look inside. You got the A track. You got the AM, FM. You got the record player there. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
High five.
And I used to play her 45s, and every time the 45 got to the break part, the get down part, which is the best part of the record, sometimes the break part is in the beginning, sometimes the break part is in the middle, and sometimes the break part is at the end. So what I used to do is, I used to listen to the break part of the record and pick the needle up and skip it back. Like, I would probably play a James Brown record and the break might be in the middle. So I'm listening to it and the break might be, 30 seconds long? So I would lift the needle back to the beginning of the break. And the older I got, as a young teenager, the more my mind started to develop. So I was like, okay, if I lift the needle up, if I count to 2 and lift the needle up, let's see what happens. If I count to 3, lift the needle up, what happens? If I count to 4, lift the needle up, what happens? So I kept doing it, not knowing that I was developing a needle drop style. And then it got to the point where I would pick the needle up and just drop it back down, and the record sounded like it was a seamless loop. So I knew right there, God had gave me a gift. Everybody in this room has a gift. You just have to realize what that gift is, And I realized at 11, 12 years old that God gave me this gift. That's why I believe one of the reasons why I'm still here and doing like 100 dates a year, in the world, that God gave me this gift. Now, what I have is not a talent. What I have is a gift. That's why it's still here with me. And if you guys come tonight, I will be glad to show you.